Good morning, traders, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So the confusion continues, up, down, up, down. Nobody really knowing what's going on. But I think one thing that I do want to point out here on the price action before we get to the levels is just zoom in here. So let's just count the number of bearish signals we've had. There's one, okay, engulfing bar. There's another one, engulfing bar. And then we have a double inside bar. Okay, so the challenge that we have at the moment is, and I suppose we could go back a bit more, there's a sort of a shooting star, there's an engulfing bar. So there's a lot happening off a level right now. Let me just clear those objects quick, and let's just zoom out again. Right, so clearly there's a level here in this area that the bears are interested in. Okay, and you can see it's the previous swing low here. Okay, so this 11,236 is the area that we need to pay attention to right now. That is definitely what we're battling to get through. And if I just run a little bit further to the left, you'll see, I think let's just fine tune that onto these two inside tails here. Okay, and you can see we've tried to use it as support before, used it as resistance, used as support, and then coming all the way back here, we rejected it here, broke through, rejected it, broke through, and now we're using a support. So I think those are our two lines in the sand that we need to pay attention to. You know, break above gets us going long, break below gets us going short. To be quite honest, also being a Friday, I'm not entirely sure I even want to bother with the DAX today. But let's just get down to the low time frames and see. So first thing's very clear. We've got a crossover on the stochastic MACD, and we've got two crossovers on the stochastics. Okay, my double stochastics not all over the place at the moment, but we've had a crossover, not far apart, but they are apart. They're not grouped together. Okay, that is a bearish signal. We are on the 20 moving average, it's 20 EMA at the moment, so we haven't really broken through that. But you can clearly see the consolidation that's happening here. So the question on my mind right now, and this is something which is very visible on the S&P as well, is there is a triple top in play, high, higher, lower high, okay, and that equates to a head and shoulders. Okay, so it's ever so slight. I think we'll even have to zoom in to actually look at that. So you can see there's a high, that tail's ever so slightly higher than this one, and this one's lower. Okay, so question is that some form of consolidation? Head and shoulders, a range, whatever you want to call it, that is consolidation. Up, down, up, down, up, down between two levels. Okay, so obviously a break below gives us a move to the downside, a break up gives us an upside. But the fact that we've been here for so long, and this is basically, you can see we had one attempt here and then we reversed off it quickly. Rallied a bit and then we had our second move down, and that was pretty well structured. So if you look at that, move down, second move down, and have a look where that target was, straight on the measured move. Okay, so you would have expected this, since we broke through this previous swing high and we've held it all the time, you basically expect a break to the upside, and that could possibly still happen, but I suspect we're probably going to just muck around here longer before a break to the upside, or alternatively, we're going to bomb through this today. If you look at the hour, you can see just a pure, straightforward mess. Okay, up, down, all in a range. Nothing that I enjoy trading. I really don't like trading this kind of stuff. You know, if it's a massive range where you know exactly what's going on, it makes it easier. When it's a small range like this, you tend to start second guessing yourself. And trust me, I've been there many times. I lost a lot of money doing that. So now, we've learned our lesson, and we stay out of this kind of nonsense. So yeah, so at the moment, I'm not really interested in the DAX at all. For as long as we are going sideways in this kind of fashion, I'm not really interested. The one thing that does stand out to me on the hour is look at how we're tracking the 20 moving average. So this white line is a 20 EMA, and you can see how we are tracking it at the moment. Yeah. To be honest with you guys, I don't see any opportunities here. Pretty much same as yesterday. I'm not really interested in this. You can see we had the gap down yesterday, rallied to try and close the gap, and I don't even think we managed to get that right. No, we left that gap open. So basically, what we're looking for here is a break below 10,995. Okay, so we're looking for a break below 10,995, but the fact that we flirted with it and broken it already, I'm not entirely convinced that I even want to bother with that either. So that is the major level, and you can see looking on the 3-hour here, you see how we've rejected these pin bars here, and then look at this rejection pin bar to the upside, and then tails downside, tail upside, tails downside. This is just confusion. This is pure confusion, and you can tell by the tone of my voice that I agree with that. I'm also confused. So yeah, I don't see an opportunity here. I think what I'm going to need to see is if we just come to the daily, yeah, let's leave it at that. What I'm going to need to see, and this is going to have to happen on the hour, I'm going to need to see a break below this level of 10,995, and then I'm going to see a retest of it on the hour and a rejection off it on the hour. I don't want to see this kind of price action. If I see that kind of price action, I move on. Now, there's a lot of scalps available on forex pairs today. So for me, the DAX is not really an opportunity here. I'm reluctant to be long, even if we do break above this and come back and test. I'm really not interested in that long on a Friday. So the only trade that I'd be looking at is a move to the downside, a bounce back up, and a retest of this level. So turn this level into resistance, then I would be interested in a short. And the only reason for that is I do have very little traffic on the way down to hold me up all the way down to the gap. So that's probably the decent target down there. But yeah, there isn't a setup at the moment, and I can't even tell you, look for these fractal breaks because I don't trust this bottom fractal break. Bottom fractal break right on a major level. So we're going to need to see a breakdown, a retest of it, and then start rolling, create a lower low on an hourly time frame, and then move to the downside. And by the time that potentially could happen, it could be close to end of day. But anyway, for me today, DAX is just going onto the shelf, and we'll look for some other opportunities. I don't see anything today. Anyway, hope it helps you, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.